Okay guys, today I just wanted to talk about my original slasher character, Midnight Man. The last video I had was the updated costume test, but I had to film it on my camera webcam, so the video quality was really crappy. So I thought today I'd kind of talk about the character in general and then also do an updated costume test with, a good camera. So here's the mask on display. The fabric here is separate from the mask. It's a whole other piece, but I just display it like this because it looks better. This is a balaclava type piece. It's really long. It's probably 2 feet long, and it's a hood that goes over your head, but then the bottom you turn inside out, but only like half of it, so it kind of covers the mouth. It's hard to explain. I'll cut to a shot of me wearing it before the costume test just so you can get an idea of what it looks like. But yeah, I don't fold it inside out when I wear this costume. I just have it bunched up. The mask itself is made from a basketball. Originally I was trying to make it look like when I was really little I made a mask. I took a shirt that was too big on me and I stretched the sleeve over my head, and then I wrapped it in white duct tape and cut a slit up the back, and that was the mask I made. And I grew so fast. I think I accidentally threw it out at some point, so I can't show you. But yeah, I really liked it. So I was gonna try and recreate it with this, and I ended up liking the way it looked like that. So that's why there's, silver duct tape holding it together, and it's not done more neat. But I think the silver kind of gives it a good contrast, and I think it looks better with it than it would without it. That's just my opinion. I think it was a Lakers basketball actually, because you can see there's yellow there and purple on the inside. I'm not really familiar with sports teams because I don't really follow sports. Yeah, there's some showing there. That's just a paper towel roll I displayed on. I'm just saying now there's a low battery, so if it cuts off, then that's why. But the weapons he uses, the main weapon is this. This is, I believe it's called an ice hook. I found this in my shed, and I thought it would be a cool weapon for a slasher character. All of these weapons are real, by the way. Eventually I'm going to try and make prop ones, but for now I only have the real ones. This is a knife sharpener, but it's kind of blunt object, but it can still definitely penetrate someone. Oh, there's an O-ring on the bottom there. And this sheetrock saw, which I kind of stained with fake blood around the handle and on the blade some. So I don't really have a backstory for him, because I feel like, for example, with Michael Myers, in the first movie it was kind of scary. You didn't know why he was doing everything he was doing, and then they kind of went into the backstory and they tried to explain a curse and everything. I think it just kind of ruined how scary it was, really. So I don't want to really give him a backstory. I just kind of want him to be like an entity that just kind of exists and nothing is really known about him. So that's the best story you're gonna get. He just exists and no one knows where he comes from. So yeah, I'm gonna cut to a shot of me wearing the hood so you can get an idea of what that looks like real quick, because I'm sure I explained it horribly. And then the costume test. I'm not really sure if you can see me or not, but there's the hood. Someone's calling me. Okay, so there were a couple things that I forgot to mention before the costume test. First, I forgot to say that he's a wintertime killer. Christmas Eve, to be more specific, but generally, when there's a lot of snow. I do have a storyboard drawn out for a short film for this character. So I plan on filming that. I know who I want to play the role, but I would obviously need to see if they would, because we're not really close friends. And also just a rundown of the costume. There's industrial winter boots, snow pants, a sports jacket, I think it's called, I'm not really sure. The mask, obviously, the hood, and a London fog trench coat. Just to, give everyone a general idea. I mean, I'm sure pretty much no one is, also gonna want one of these costumes, unless it really takes off. But yeah, just in case anyone was wondering, that's pretty much what the costume is. Oh, and then I also have big winter gloves, and then over those I wear open-fingered leather gloves. Those are upstairs, and I forgot to bring them down. And obviously the weapons there. But hopefully it snows a lot this year, so I can do the short film. I normally hate snow, but for once I want it to, for the sake of the character. So watch out for that.